Hi everyone, it's Chris and I'm at my house right now in my driveway. I am about to wash the Spyder. I've had a few folks ask me, how do you keep your Spyder clean? I'm going to do a video now. It's mid-August, it's a beautiful day, it's nice and cool and comfortable on how I keep my Spyder clean normally. I'm also going to do a video in the winter when it's really cold out, not freezing, but still really cold, because I'm going to clean it in a completely different way then. I've got a lot of other issues to worry about when I'm cleaning it in the winter revolving around salt and corrosion. But today we're going to give the Spyder a good bath. I'm going to polish it up and I'm going to show you how. And what I'd like to do is just kind of show you, introduce you to some of the products that I use. I'm a minimalist. I don't like to use a lot of products, but I'll show you what I use and why I use it. So you'll see I've got two buckets here. I am not going to use the two bucket method this morning. The two bucket method, if you're not familiar with it, is you put the soap and the suds and the sponge in one bucket. You use that to kind of like wash the Spyder, and when you rinse in another bucket with clear water, and you do that so that you don't have dirty water and dirt particles that'll accumulate on the sponge and end up scratching the Spyder. The reason I'm only using the one bucket method this morning is because I can. The Spyder is pretty clean. Now it looks clean with, through the iPhone lens, but I'll tell you right now, it needs a good bath as far as I'm concerned. I like to keep my Spyder clean because, remember, my Spyder is also my car. This is my only vehicle. And so when I would drive my car, I wasn't so concerned about the outside of my car. I let it get really dirty and didn't really care much about that, but I cared about the interior. And to me, this is the interior of my car. So I wash it on a regular basis because I want to keep certainly this clean, and obviously I'm not going to just clean the top end of the Spyder and not clean the whole thing. So anyway, I use simple car wash soap. You can see there, I'm not even going to pronounce that brand, but it's pretty popular. I get it sudsy, I hose it down first thoroughly, because while there's not a lot of visible dirt, there's some dirt on that Spyder. I'm going to hose it really good. After I hose it thoroughly, I'll give it a nice sponge bath. Then what I'll do is I'll dry it with the chamois, and then what I'm going to do is use this original Bike Spirits. I believe they used to call this Honda Pro Cleaner, but it's great stuff, and I use this on pretty much everything. Not everything. I'm not going to use it on the brakes, obviously. I'm not going to use it on the seat, but I even use it on my windscreen. I used to use Plexus on the windscreen, but I've heard that Bike Spirits is okay to use on the plastic windshield. I've been using it. It's fine, but I polish the whole thing down. I'll show you what I do right now. So I made sure that I washed the most likely elements of the bike to get dirtiest, the floorboards, the back mud flap, and whatnot last. And I made sure that every time I dipped that sponge into the suds, that there weren't dirt particles on there, and there weren't, as I suspected. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it another real thorough hose down. Then I'm going to take the chamois here. I'm going to wipe it down thoroughly with the chamois. I'm going to use one of these microfiber towels to kind of wipe down what I didn't get with the chamois. And then what I'm going to do is use the original Bike Spirits spray cleaner, which is just like marvelous. Is an easy way to, it's not waxing it, but it's the next best thing to using a thorough coat of wax. So now I'm going to give it a thorough wipe down with the chamois. Okay, I'm just gonna finish up with the chamois, and then we're gonna get back to the microfiber towels and thoroughly dry it, and then we'll polish it up with the Bike Spirits spray and cleaner. There's not much water left on it, but what little water is on it, I'm gonna wipe down now with the microfiber towels. I think I mentioned it in another video. I mistakenly bought extra small ones, but that's okay, I've got an abundance of them. Before I hit it with the spray cleaner, I like to open up all of the storage compartments, including the seat, because invariably there'll be water inside the seat and in the sealant rubber, whatever you call it, in all the storage compartments. So I like to do that, dry that down a little bit, and then we'll hit it with the spray cleaner. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of the microfiber towels that are saturated with this Bike Spirits cleaner, and I'm going to clean, and these are going to be my disposables. I'm going to chuck these because they're going to be black when I'm done. I'm going to clean the wheels and parts of the bike that I wouldn't really want to touch and then put in my washing machine because they're going to be completely filthy. Okay, so the best part about finishing up washing the bike is going for a ride on the bike. Of course, this is not a bike, this is a trike. It is a motorcycle, it is not a bike. But after decades of calling my toy a bike, please forgive me. So one of the things I do when I'm finished washing my motorcycle, like as a matter of course every time, is one, I check the tire pressure. I checked it, all 3 tires were right where they need to be. And then what I do is I gas up and then go for a 10-mile ride, actually 9-mile ride, because, and I just gave you a hint when I said 9 miles, because I always check my oil. And so we're on that 9-mile ride right now. And what I wanted to do on this ride is just give you a heads up as what's to come on the channel. So, well, first of all, thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for some of you. I know some of you are really experienced motorcyclists with infinitely more experience than I have, and so this is probably a joke to you. If you stayed with me for the whole video, God bless you, thank you so much. If, on the other hand, you're a newer rider, or you're maybe someone who's thinking about buying a Spyder, some of these videos may be helpful to you, and I know that because I get comments on it. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's to come. So we're riding along now the Niagara Scenic Parkway. That is the Sir Adam Beck Dam, which is in Ontario, Canada. And our next video is going to be a ride to Niagara-on-the-Lake, which is a beautiful historic town at the mouth of the Niagara River where it pours into Lake Ontario on the other side, on the Canadian side of the river. And that'll make for a great video because it's such a cool, charming old town with a lot of history and a lot of character. and we'll be going there soon. I'm now posting videos weekly, each Sunday afternoon. That's Eastern time when I say in the afternoon. But I'm really excited about what comes next. So I am retired, but I'm really semi-retired. I've got a part-time gig that, without getting into specifics, occasionally requires me to go to a conference. And I shouldn't say requires me. I go because I want to go, because it's a great conference with a lot of cool topics and whatnot discussed. But this year's conference, the fall conference, is in the Catskill Mountains. Now, the Catskill Mountains are just north of New York City. I want to say an hour or two north of New York City. They're about a 5.5-hour ride from Niagara Falls. And the conference is in a brand new casino. I'm not a gambler, so casinos don't interest me at all, but it's a brand new resort facility. I believe it's probably built on the, you know, the back of a historic old Catskills resort, because there were a lot of Catskill resorts that went into disrepair. This may be one of those, I don't know. But what I'm so excited about, in addition to the content of the conference, is riding the Spyder, because of course I'm taking the Spyder. Normally I'll carpool with some of my colleagues and we'll go in together, but I'm taking the Spyder because winding the Spyder through the Catskill Mountains will make for some awesome video. What that means is I'll be going to the conference and you'll be coming along with me. I'm not going to bore you with the content of the conference, but on the Spyder through those Catskill Mountains, it's going to be cool. Additionally, because the Catskill Mountains, while they're 5.5 hours from Niagara Falls, they're only about a 3.5 hour ride from where I have family in Rhode Island. So I'm going to also tie in another family visit to Rhode Island. So pretty soon I'll be going on a long trip. I say long, 460 miles on the Spyder. And I'm hoping that I'll shoot some cool video either on that ride or while I'm in Rhode Island. Maybe I'll get to go to Block Island depending on how my schedule goes. But whether I do or not, coming back from Rhode Island, I will be going through the Catskill Mountains, and that will make for some epic videos. So if you enjoyed any part of this video, if you'd hit the like button, I sure would appreciate it. And if you don't subscribe to my channel, because most of the people who watch my videos, I think like 75% of them do not subscribe, if you'd go ahead and hit that subscribe button, I sure would appreciate that. And until the next video, which will be the Niagara on the Lake video, thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.